Hey guys, so I'm gonna talk about the Jim Green's moccasins and also Russell moccasins. Both amazing, amazing. It's before I start, I gotta say, when you're talking about leather shoes, it's different than talking about something synthetic or something like plastic, cotton. It's different because leather has life into it. Imagine if you're just pick a leaf from a tree. You can walk around with that leaf. You can, like a lemon leaf, you can break it, you can see the juices coming out, you can smell it. It smells like the fruit. It's still alive. It's still alive. A leather boot is still alive in a lot of ways. So that's why it has a relationship. Anything that's alive you can have a relationship with. And much like friends, you can have a group of friends that you just meet. Let's just say you meet four people. In those four people, you can have experiences differently as time goes on. Maybe one day you go out with one of your friends and you got a serious conversation with them. You get to know them more, and you like them more. You don't like them as much because of it. The relationship grows. Maybe over time, the relationship changes for the better or the worse for any one of them. Now, you can also be really good friends with one of the person that you just met, and then a few days later, you realize, well, you know what? I'm feeling closer, and I kind of like so and so, someone else, a little more. And then those things can change depending on how much time you spend with each friend. In the same way, boots are the exact same thing. You can wear a boot, and sometimes with the break-in period, which is so stiff, it can hurt your feet, give you calluses, blisters. You can hate the boot in the beginning, but then with time, you grow together, and you can love that boot. And as time continues on, your relationship can have its ups and downs as well. You can absolutely love a shoe and say, this is my favorite shoe that I've ever had. And then another shoe that you're wearing, you're like, wait a minute, I actually like this one more and not this one as much. And those things can alter and change. Why? Because it's leather. It's not wearing down, it's wearing in, hopefully if it's good quality. So your relationship with your leather boot or leather shoe changes over time. So when somebody has a review about a certain shoe, you can also see it that sometimes in the very beginning they can love it or hate it. And that can change over time. So you want a review of a shoe, which is hard to get. You want it the first month, you want it in 6 months, you want it a year, you want it 10 years from now. And that can all completely alter with time that goes on. And there could be ups and downs. You can hate something and then love it the next day. Now, that being said, in the beginning, I loved the Russell moccasin. Very comfortable. But because of sizing, which is not fair, that's something different. My pinky toe was kind of hurting. I needed a wider size, but they don't sell wider than a me. So that's not their fault. That is just sizing. That has nothing to do with the quality of the shoe. A shoe has to fit you the way it should. That's like me wearing skis or an outfit that's just way too big for me. I can't tell you if I like it or not. It's too big. It doesn't fit me. You have to rate a shoe by it fitting you the way it should. That being said, even though it's a little tight, now it's getting looser, so I'm starting to like it more. But the leather, the quality is very, very nice. I am starting to appreciate how long it takes for them to give this construction. It's got 3 layers. You can see the website and it talks more about that. I am starting to appreciate the quality of everything, the handmade aspect to it, how the leather is chosen for what it is. And one of those things is here, what's chosen on the bottom. I love it sometimes and I hate it sometimes. And a lot have this outer sole. A lot of that has to do with what are you using the outer sole for. You can see how if I were to switch these outer soles from boots and I can exchange them, I can like a shoe more, but it has nothing to do with the construction and the leather that's around it. It has everything to do with what I'm using these outer sole for. If I'm walking around in concrete, maybe this is a lot better. This is not going to feel good or as good if I'm walking on a flat surface. Now, if I'm in the woods and it's a little muddy and this is probably not going to be the best. I might be slipping a little too much. This might be more ideal. So a lot of it, like a tool, you have to choose what you want your outer shoe to be. So I would not consider that in the rating of a shoe or in the review of a shoe, because you could be using the wrong tool for the wrong job. But what I do like about Gym Greens is the outer leather, very quality, very sturdy. I'm in a hot, humid space, so it doesn't make my feet too hot while giving me the protection that I need. One of the things that I do think that they could have done a little bit better is this sole that's on the inside. Let's see if I can take it off. It's very nice. It's very nice. It makes it very comfortable. This is the first time me taking it off, actually. I didn't even know they come off. But now, just looking at it, I can see why I don't like it as much as the Russell. Because it's not, I don't feel like it's real leather. You can see that little plastic feeling. It might feel good, and I'm actually thinking, what if I actually take it off and I don't have it on? Ooh, that's not going to be as smooth. But I would prefer for this insole to be fully leather. Maybe it won't be as comfortable in the beginning, but it would break in and feel better. I do imagine that it would be more expensive to have a sole on the inside that's leather. I feel as if this would be far more cost efficient. Now this is a shoe was like around $315. Now you're talking about a Russell. This was like an $800 shoe, so it's completely different. Now it does have that leather inside that shoe. Right off the bat though, it was a soft leather, so it was very, very comfortable off the bat. But it also is a moccasin. The leather goes here, and then it's made on top along with a full sock in it later. This is really meant to be comfortable right off the bat. Now, of course, I blistered a little bit. It kind of hurt because of little edges or things that were kind of hurting, and I had to break it in. That's natural. It happened the exact same thing with the Gym Greens. But I would say that the Russell, you're definitely going to get a better quality in that sense, that it's going to be more comfortable. This is an actual moccasin as well, but this might feel comfortable in the very beginning, but then you're starting to realize this is worn in. I'm stepping on something that's not natural. It doesn't feel as natural as a leather would. This shoe is maybe 2 to 3 times more expensive than the Gym Greens, but you are getting good quality the Gym Greens for what it is. And now that I took it off, I'm kind of thinking it might be good for me to actually take this outline and cut this outline and actually make a leather insole for myself, put it on, and I truly feel like I would love these shoes a lot more. Here's another positive that the Gym Greens has. It's this leather midsole that it has right here. It feels incredibly comfortable. I love the fact that it does provide a little bit more sturdiness and comfort, and I think long term as well, it would give me more. Here's what I don't like about the Russell. I'm sure it was for a reason, maybe for lightweight, maybe it just connects a lot easier. There's so much leather here that they probably thought it was enough. But I really wish that this midsole right here, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that it's leather. I don't think that it's leather. I would be very, very surprised. I might be completely wrong. Now that I'm also thinking of it, I'm also thinking that it might be all one piece. That would make more sense. So it's all one piece. I'm just looking at it right now. This and this might go together, or it might not. I don't know if they glued it on or what starts for the outsole, and if this is even considered a midsole. But I will say this, it would probably give a little bit more weight, but and maybe overkill, but it would be nice to have a leather hand.